Hello and evening everybody, welcome along to the channel. We are here with Red Arrows Racing here tonight for their Division 2 Season 11 Round 2 here at Zandvoort. This track being a 4.26 kilometre, or if you prefer that in miles, 2.646 miles. And then you've got 14 turns, 2 DRS zones here. And the tyres we're going to be using here tonight are the C3 soft, C2 mediums and the C1 hard compound tyres. First ever seen on the calendar on the 17th of August 1952, only 2 years after Formula 1 World Championship first took place in 1950. So quite a long time ago. Of course, it was absent from the calendar for a good while, until just a couple of years ago when it did come back in, I think it was 2021, if I remember right. But yeah, here right now, what we'll do is, while we see some drivers out on track at the moment, we'll go and look at the standings. Murph, getting that first place last week out, is on 27 points, got pole position as well. Then you've got Andrew Pipsmith, who finished in second, is on 20 points. And we've got Carts in third on 18, 15 for Sean MC, Tenor on 13, 11 for Braden. Then we've got Nobby Bootneck on 10, Full Send Dave, who we're on board with right now, and that McLaren is in 8th on 8 points. Scotty is on 7th and 9th. Sorry. Then we've got Brewdog on 6 points. Then Yato on 5, 4 for Leslinki, 3 for Blazin. Piley is on 2 points and Soph is on 1 point, down in 15th. So that's for the drivers. For the constructors, we've got Williams in the lead on 33 points, and Aston Martin on 29, 27 points for Racing Bulls in third. Then we've got fourth for Haas on 19, 17 points for Mercedes, 8 points for McLaren and Alpine, currently tying for that sixth position. Then we've got Ferrari on 6 points and Red Bull on 3. Sauber are on 0 points. And as I've been going through all that, I've seen at times it just come flying in there, and the majority of the grid have already put their lap times on the board. I've seen the fastest up to now is Tenor in that Williams, and with them currently sitting top of the constructors standings right now, it looked like they could be looking to open that gap up a bit more. Of course, I do apologise, we've got all the data up here right now. We'll get Liam here, we'll go on board with him as he's just rounding turn number 10 right now. He's got another car just up in front here. Is that going to be getting in the way too much, or is that going to be helping him? That is the question. You do want the grip, especially if we're going around the corners, but on the straights you want to be behind someone so that you could get that slipstream effect. Around turn 14 he comes, and he's in that slipstream. They're trying to hold it. There only goes P13 at 112.524. That ends up getting bumped down to P14. Let's see who is next up. We've got Nobby Bootneck, are they next on the lap? Yep, they are currently coming around turn 13, and now the banking of turn 14. Let's see what the Mercedes driver is going to do. 110.596, that's good enough for 4th place right there. Nicely does that. Let's see who's going to be up next. We've got Brewdog just starting a lap, Soph still sitting in the pits right now. We've got Murph just coming around the final corner, see what time the RB is going to be able to do. So Murph 110.714. So that's good enough for only 6th place right now. Let's see how things are going to go. We've got Brewdog on a lap right now. We'll get this stream up and sorted. There we go. So now I could see all your comments. If you, any of you lovely folks out there, fancy firing in a comment, you can. Right now, Brewdog is just going to be coming to the line to finish their lap. What time is the Alpine going to be able to do it? Goes P13 at 111.583. So we've seen everybody come out of the track, 19 drivers out of the 20. We're still waiting on the Ferrari of Sov to come out and put a lap time on the board. We'll see when that will be. Hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll see. Got Dr. Braden, I think they're finished now, they're just starting one. Struggling all over the place there, they're just finishing. William S going again, goes 15 to 112.029. So it's only good enough for 15th place and definitely going to be having to come into the pits and try on a set of them soft compound tyres. Let's see right now who's up next. We've got Robbo, they're just starting their lap now. No, they're just coming into the pits now. Full send Dave, full sending it right now. Just coming around turns 7, 8 and now 9. You've got turn 10 here. Oh, getting a little bit out of shape. They're getting a bit oversteer in that McLaren. Not something we're used to seeing in Formula 1 recently. The McLarens have been actually quite powerful recently and shown some good form, especially with yesterday and the results in the race. 10 are going even quicker. First person into the 109s, a 109.937. Full send Dave. Doesn't improve, a 112 there, so not a good time for them. They'll definitely have to be going again. Let's see who's coming up next. So still sitting in the pit lane for now. We've got Brewdog, they on a lap. Yep, they're coming to the line. And they improved, but not enough to go any further up the field. So they sit currently in that P11 slot for now. So Young just recently moving up in between both of the Williams there. We've got Karts in Aston Martin. Let's see what time they're going to be able to put on the board. Currently 111.954 and they improve on that by almost a second. So nicely does it for Karts and managing to squeeze in between Full Send Dave and Robbo. And that was a tight squeeze between the pair of them. So up into 9th place the Aston Martin goes. We'll go further down and see who else is on the lap right now. My God, is it just me or has the audio changed for the Haas and it sounds like Formula E almost. Please, someone tell me in the comments if I'm tripping or not, as that is really weird. These still sound like Formula 1 cars, but that's weird. Honestly, I have no idea. Nobody's to do with the new update that has just came out today. Of course, I don't think it mentioned anything about any handling fixes or anything like that. It was just all to do with either bug fixes or livery updates and such. So not too much in the case of updates. It was, even though it did come up to like 6 gig or something, which I find quite surprising, to be honest, for some things. But hey ho, that's the way things are sometimes. just under 6 minutes 30 on the clock now. Oh, and Percival going a bit deep there, goes into the wall, doesn't take any damage, doesn't invalidate surprisingly enough either, so still keeps on going. Trying to take a little bit of extra bit of corner there. So let's see who is on a lap. Williams on a lap. We'll go with them in just a moment. We'll see. Have a quick brief up and down. Robo on a lap also. Murph into the pits. Sean MC into the pits. They're on a lap. Also Nobby Bootneck. They just getting back to the pits. Yep. So we'll flash back down to the McLaren of Liam as they're on their lap. Just coming to the line. It's going to be a 111.138. They go 9/10 quicker, but doesn't move them up many spaces. Oh, Liam almost looking like he's trying to emulate a certain Formula 1 driver there just a couple of weeks ago. So we'll move up quickly to the Williams. What the why the hell was that snapping back and that was weird. I'm not gonna lie, I was pressing one button there, folks. This game is always fun. Sit with Robo, are they on a lap? I'm unsure, I think they must be as they are using the hot lap mode for the energy deployment system. Now you've got McLaren, a full send Dave on an out lap right now, so could get a good tow here. That was actually quite odd because you could have used a lot more power there throughout that lap, but opted not to use it, so only qualifying P10. Definitely tell some of these other drivers further up the front definitely used their battery a bit more effectively. I think Steam Swede has just started their lap time. Let's see how Percival is doing. Is he going to be completing this lap or is that going to be them? I think they're going to be having to complete it considering we've got less than 2 minutes on the clock. They won't be getting enough time to get back in and out again. So using that overtake button, trying to get the slipstream here. Percival to the line. Only moves up one position. Improves by half a second, but it's not enough to get them up any more than one position as things stand right now with Slinky. He's going to be one of the next drivers up. He's just coming around turn 13 in this new improved looking Formula E car here as they're rounding turn 14. And he does improve, puts that in a P9, 110.870. So what's that between Brewdog and full send Dave before Carts sorts it between 8th and 9th and steals that 9th place off of Slinky there. We've got Joe here coming into the pits. Murph not on a lap. Nobby Bootneck is though. RDB. Is RD on one? Yep, he's on a lap. Young on an out lap. Tenor into the pits now, and that will be them. 109.937 is the time to beat, folks. So let's see how many folks out there are going to be capable of beating that time. Is Steam Speed going again, or is this their? Are they just coming into the pits? I'm not unsure about that. Slinky getting going again. Let's see, because everyone has came out very, very late here. I'm on board with Murph right now, who dominated last week out in Portugal, got the win. So we'll see how things are going to be standing here. Is he going to manage to get the pole position at Zandvoort? Of course, it's a very, very difficult circuit. It's very, very old school, and of course, it's very tight and hard to make overtakes. So qualifying is very, very important. Murph to the line only improves by just under a tenth. That's only enough to move him up to 7th place, up one position. Full send Dave jumping it into the pits. Now, we've got Young, who's been battling for that 2nd place now. And is he improving on his time here? 109.733, puts that on provisional pole position. Nobby Bootneck hasn't got an answer for it. Has Les Slinky, 110.810. Liam hasn't got anything that he could say about this. Coming to the line now, 109.733 is the time to beat. Liam is not going to do it. Does improve though, up to 11th place of 110.823, the exact same time as CJ Drama, just ahead. So that is actually really interesting. So Liam-esque, Joe and CJ Drama and Les Slinky all separated by about 0.02 of a second between the four of them. So yeah, that's scarily close there between them. So there we have it, folks. That is the end of qualifying now. And Young getting the fastest lap, that pole position of 109.733. Absolutely smashing time there with Tenor in 2nd place. Then we've got RD in 3rd, 4th for Nobby Bootneck, Full Send Dave in 5th, 6th for Sean the MC. Then we've got Murph in 7th, Brewdog 8th, 9th for Slinky, CJ Drama in 10th, 11th for Liam-esque, Joe in 12th, 13th for Carts. Then we've got Robbo and Scotty in 14th and 15th, 16th for Steam Swede, Percival in 17th, 18th for Braden, 19th for Piley, and Soph unfortunately never came out. So they will be starting at the back of the grid. So now we're going to be moving on to the main race, where we're going to be having, I think it's about 36 laps of racing here. And the weather isn't looking the best. Are we going to be seeing some rain? That is the question. So now we just wait for the drivers to get their strategies, tyres, fuel loads, finalise little tweaks they may need to do to the setup. Of course, you could only do limited tweaks, of course, just like such as the front wing brake bias differential, and I think it's tyres as well. But here we go. Now we are getting underway for the formation lap, and that was weird. It seemed to take a while for everyone to get off the line. It's a massive split here between mediums and softs. So we've got 11 soft runners and 9 medium runners here. So we've got the first top 4 on the softs, then we've got 3 behind that of Full Send, Dave, Sean MC and Murph on the mediums, and 4 behind that on the softs of Brewdog, Slinky, CJ, Drama and Liam. Then we've got Joe on the mediums, softs for Carps, Robbo on mediums, Scotty softs. Then we've got Steam, Swede, Percival, Braden and Piley all on the mediums, and Soph at the back of the grid, starting on the soft compound tyres. So now we just wait for the drivers to get back around for us to start getting underway racing again. Anyone who's new to the channel, it would be appreciated if you could, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you enjoy the content and enjoy the channel, subscribe, and you'll be notified. You could be notified about much more content that appears on the channel, as I am live pretty much every week anyway. So yeah, plenty of content in the future for you guys. And we see the drivers all lining back up on the grid, getting ready to get this Zandvoort Grand Prix underway. There we go, folks. The lights are about to start coming on. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're away for the start of the second round of Season 11 here in Division 2. Looking off, they got a good start there. It looked like Tenor got a good start. But RB was coming up there, and it looked like Tenor is managing to hold off onto that position there, with Nobby Bootneck just behind. We've seen the Williams both Williams taking separate lines there on the way out. Trying to look further up, we've seen Joe and Cards here side by side on the exit of turn 3 all the way up to turn 5 there. Nicely does it. Cards moving up into 13th place. Oh, Steam Swede is off the track there at turn 7, sorry. And off the track then, loses all of them positions. We see is that Dr. Braden also all over the place there and losing places, and did actually make a good start and is now down into 19th place after starting in 18th. Piley is up 4 positions right now, so managing to keep it nice and clean and just move up the field steadily. Moving further up here, Tenor is going to have to try and go for the move as soon as possible and try and build that gap, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Young creating the fastest lap, but of course that is going to happen at the first moment. Brewdog and Sean going side by side, and Brewdog is actually the one to check in out of that there, and looking for the switchback though is the other half of Slinky. He's going to get it, nope, not managing to get a better launch unfortunately, and has to hold off on that position for now. There we go, we've seen the possible race strategies coming up. A soft to medium pitting about lap 16 and going on the mediums for 20 laps roughly. Of course we'll end up seeing the reverse of that, mediums to softs for all those drivers that are out there on the medium tyres up to now. Top 4 of course all pulling away from the medium runners behind. Looking right now, Robbo battling out with Karts here for that 12th position. Bounces off the wall there on the exit of turn 12. Fortunately enough, has no damage to that front wing. And give me a second, folks. I actually want to check this in a minute. But Tanner manages to move up into the lead, setting the fastest lap. Robbo is going to be on the defensive here, going around the outside there of the Ferrari of Joe to take that 13th place. CJ Drama and Liam Esk swapping places. Liam Esk now up to 10th position. Oh, and there's 3 wide coming out of turn 3 there between CJ Drama, Liam Esk and the Karts there. 2 seconds, folks. I want to check this. It's unreduced. That's actually quite incredible why that's happening. Robbo messing up there and now moves down behind Joe here. Is he going to manage to get the better run here out of turn 10 and get that 12th place back? It doesn't look like he's going to have to hang tight for now. Liam Esk and CJ Drama battling out here. It looks like CJ Drama's got past Liam Esk, but it's going to be vulnerable going into turn 1, especially after Liam Esk taking that wide line around on the exit of turn 13. Goes off the track. Forgetting this is meant to be a Formula 1 race, not rallying. And he unfortunately not managing to go for the move just yet. Carstall was having a little peek there to see if he could actually go for the move, but was unfortunately not able to until just now. And which, oh, that was giving me flashbacks to yesterday with Sainz and Perez. Of course, that was a very, very scary moment. 1 minute they were going straight next to the wall with each other. And yeah, it was just insane. Looking on right now at the back of Brewdog, could be going for this move on the Haas of Leslinky here. Are we going to see Leslinky move down to 9th? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move just yet. And I don't think he's pushing hard enough to get close enough just yet. We'll move further up and we'll have a look at the leaders right now. Young not managing to close that gap effectively enough on Tenor, so Tenor managing to hold off on that lead for now. We've just seen CJ Drama get past Karts there. I think, was it CJ? No, Liam get past Karts past Liam, sorry. Looking on right now, these top 4 all still sitting quite close together, not letting either one get away from each other. So looking at how close this Williams is to the back of Young. And is Young going to be able to get the move done here? We see Tenor using that battery all the way around at turn 14, and he's using that hot lap mode, but so is Young. Is he going to be able to catch up enough? Could go for a lunge around the outside. Makes like he was going to, keeps it in. Oh, Young Tenor messes up that corner a little, but still manages to keep control. Steam Swedish retired from the Grand Prix. And we've got a virtual safety car, and I'm unsure what even happened there, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we're going to be hearing all about it in a few moments, but VSC for now, and Joe actually chose their correct time to pit, funnily enough. And did they end up with a... Yep, they had to make a front wing change, so they managed to get a VSC at the perfect time. DRS now being re-enabled. Is CJ Drama getting close enough here to the back of Alpine? Doesn't look like it just yet. Could be setting up that move for going into turn 1 after getting the DRS in just the next corner. Looking on at CJ Drama now, that intense overspeed there of that Silver manages to move up into P9 now. Nicely does it there from CJ Drama. Thank you. Sorry about that there, folks. Was dealing with a noisy neighbour to the commentary box there. Someone outside. Apparently thinking it's fun to rev cars, just like right outside. Very fun. Looking on right now at Sean MC, and he could get a full frontal view of seeing Murph and Full Send Dave battling it out. Full Send Dave sends it up the inside, and looking like Murph is going to try that switch back there. Did try it there, but didn't manage to hold that off, unfortunately. CJ Drama, they around there into the wall, and they have got front wing damage, and that was at turn 3. That was actually not a very usual space you would actually see. Okay. So, virtual safety car. CJ Drama trying to keep the car under control, and yeah, that was a bit confusing how that happened there. Just getting a bit edgy to make sure they got out of the way in time. So we've got a VSC for now. We're going to be seeing anyone jumping into the pits. Young's in. Young is in. Jumping onto the hard compound tyres. Yep, till the end. Oh no! He got a wee jump there, but not enough. And the Mercedes of Nobby Butnick is in also. So looking on right now, unfortunately, fell right down, not managing to make the perfect use of that pit stop. Did manage to get a little second jump or two, maybe at least, at first, but that may be all that they will be getting. Could still help them. That 1 second could be all that counts between getting that lead. And of course, we know that this track is very, very difficult to overtake at, so the undercut is going to be very, very powerful here. So we'll see how Tenor and RD look to react. We'll keep an eye on them. Oh, and CJ Drama's into the wall again. Same corner. And they will not be happy. That is exact same spot. And yeah, they are not going to be happy, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end up pulling out. RD going to try and cover off. Somehow sitting there for ages, then teleporting to the end of the pit lane. These the new technology in these Formula 1 cars is incredible, I will say. Looking on right now though, Young not managing to get the jump on RD, so that is good to know. So if Tenor does want to pit, he's going to have to try and pit a bit soon in order to try and hope to get that to cover off that undercut. Full send Dave off track there at turn 8. turn 9, sorry. And then Brewdog manoeuvring around the outside at turn 10 on full send Dave. And unfortunately, full send Dave, full sending it a bit too much. And oh, Tenor! Tenor's down! Tenor has dropped down the order and is now sitting in 5th place after making an error and ending up getting a slip of traction there. It must have been on the exit at turn 10. And oh, I thought it was starting to see rain there, but it was actually just the smoke coming off of the tyres as he locked up. Looking on right now at Scotty and Robo side by side around turn 1. Is there going to be contact, or is Robo going to manage to hold off? Oh, he does manage to hold off nicely, does it there, and takes that 7th place there from Scotty. So we'll go Tenor all the way down in 16th place now. But of course, he has got 4 drivers ahead of him who have stopped already. And he's went on to the mediums? I was expecting to be the hard compound tyres, to be honest. Same with Brewdog. If they're going to be going for a 1-stop here, which I would think would be the ideal strategy. Yeah, I'm just unsure on how to look at this. Murph and Sean MC swapping places there. Is Cart's going to get past? It doesn't look like he's going to be getting close enough there. So Liam is sitting there on his own right now. Scotty going for that move to get payback on Robo for the lap before, is going to try and take that outside line, that inside line. Robo on the outside. Is he going to manage to hold off on this? He does. Robo holding off. Nicely done. Aggressive battle in there and nicely defended. So let's see, RD on them fresh hard compound tyres is caught up to the back of Scotty and Robo, who are both on them older mediums and soft tyres just ahead. Let's see how RD is going to be faring here. Murph and Sean swapping places again. Murph taking that first place yet again. Looking on right now at RD, now moving to the right hand side, gets past Scotty and now moves up into 7th position. Now he's got Robo next, who's sitting in 6th. Is he going to manage to be able to get this overtake done as soon as possible, or is he going to have to wait? Because the sooner he gets it done, the better. So he's got some clean air to just absolutely gun it and create as much distance between him and Young as possible. Down the inside at turn 9, relentless. Wanting that done as soon as possible there. But is that going to be his downfall? Is he's not going to have the DRS? Robo is. Is Robo going to be able to come back on the attack here? Going into turn 1. We're just coming around turn 12 now. So let's see, is Robo going to be able to fight back here? It's not going to be the wisest of options for Robo to fight it, as that could end up just hindering his race further down the line. Robo having that, not having the grip needed, the pace advantage that RD has on them fresher tyres. Scotty just following Robo closely behind. Of course, Robo could fall out of that DRS window soon, and that could really hamper his chances of getting a good position. He wants to try and stay within that DRS as much as possible. And you won't be able to have the pace to catch up, but may have the pace in order to maintain that gap and just be towed along. Sean MC spun off there at turn 12 and is now down in 5th place, so quite a big way back there from battling out for that second there just a few moments ago. 2.7 seconds, 2.8, and it's just flowing further and further down each moment they go down the straight. Is that McLaren into the wall? Liam at the bank in. Oh, that could have been fatal. Has he got any damage? If he does, then that'd be the perfect place you want that damage to happen. Okay, we could hear your horns working. Check, see if your lights are now as well. Right, we've got it. The horn works. Jay-Z peeps. Honestly, some people. Right now, Nobby Bootneck on the tail of Piley in that Alpine just ahead. Of course, Nobby Bootneck is on them fresher medium compound tyres. Look at this lovely helicopter shot as they navigate turn 11 and 12. Absolutely beautiful view there. Leslinki into the pits now. Now navigating turn 13 and just around turn 14. The final corner, that massive bank in there. Oh, Nobby Bootneck not getting close enough. So let's have a look going further up the field right now. Cart's doing an excellent job on them softs and is definitely going to be going for that one stop here. Same with all the other drivers who have yet to pit. I wonder if Carts is actually going to be trying to do a soft medium. If so, it's going to be very hard, and the medium tyres may end up being may have fell off by the end. But nope, he dives into the pits and we'll see what tyres that Carts is going to go on. Nobby, Bootneck and Piley battling out. Piley's actually around there, and that allows some Nobby Bootneck through. Onto the medium tyres goes Carts. Now this is important here, that he gets a great outlap here as he's going to be dropping down to probably about, yep, I think that's as far as he's going to go. His teammate's not going to get him, nope. So in 8th he is right now. Nobby Bootneck 2 seconds ahead. Same with Young is 2 seconds further ahead of that. So it is quite a bit of a gap that he's got to pull off here, but he's on them fresh tyres, so he's going to have to try and make them last to the end. That is the question if that is going to work. Sean MC, Fuel Send Dave and Murph all still out on these tyres. These medium tyres actually doing quite well here, I will say. And they're going to be staying out on these medium tyres. I would have expected someone to pit by now. Yep, onto the hards they will be a way to go onto now. And they'll be good for later on. Murph going really slow into the pit lane there. Must have approached that a bit too quick. RD up to 2nd place now. Murph and Full Send Dave are now being serviced. And where is Young? Young has been battling with Nobby Bootneck here as they come around the first corner. Is Carts going to get the jump on Murph here? He could quite possibly. He's going, oh, now that bit cheeky there from Murph, but still managing to keep that 5th position there. That was actually quite shocking. I never expected them to come across like that, and I don't think either Carts did either. But still, oh, full send Dave there, getting on that curb there. That is the no-no curb there. That will launch you off into the wall and into oblivion. You will go. You don't want that to be happening. No, no, no. Looking on right now at Cart, so he's on them fresh medium tyres. He's going to want to try and get this move done as soon as possible and get past Murph, who's on these hard compound tyres. We'll have a look at the gap to the leader right now. This is the battle for the lead essentially right now between Murph and Carson. Oh, that was a bit cheeky there from Murph, but I guess that was a bit of karma happening there, unfortunately, for Murph, and he ends up bouncing off the wall there. Did close that door on Karts a bit late, and almost caused a big accident there around the final corner. But still, Karts managing to get past on them medium compound tyres. Murph knew he had to do whatever it took to try and keep that medium runner behind. As we can see now, the gap is just opening and opening more and more, and we could see that happening as the laps will go on. And there we go, we see Murph has actually fell out of the DRS window to Karts already, so that was how important it was there to try and stay within that DRS window. Now he's going to be under attack from full send Dave in that McLaren behind. Is Dave going to go full send? And is he going to lick the stamp? That is the question. Nobby Butnick getting up past Young there just in the distance and up into third place now. Nicely does it for the Mercedes of Nobby Butnick. Moving further down, Ferrari of Joe is into the pits and will be getting a change of tyres. Has got a 10-second time penalty, it appears though. And there we go, got them tyres changed onto the softs they go. That is interesting. So we're seeing a few drivers opting for the alternate strategy. Tenner, I think it would have been best on the one stop, but yeah, unfortunately deciding against it. Dr. Braden though, oh, brazen as ever. Tenner squeezing that Williams in places where it shouldn't be, and now moves up into 14th position. Nicely done there from Tenner on them soft tyres. Virtual safety car, who is that for? That's for Liam. Is it? Or is that full send Dave? Yep, it's Liam, unfortunately, who is now, I think he's a lap down. Yep. So into the pits Liam comes. But unfortunate. We've seen plenty of VSCs, but no actual safety cars here tonight. There we go, front wing change. Car is sorted, but unfortunately it won't be heading out to track again. And it seems Liam is unfortunately not, that McLaren not agreeing with this track. Of course, it's a bit unfortunate when that happens, of course. Maybe just not managing to get the right setup, and yeah, it's happened to myself, of course. I think it was Silverstone was a bad one for me. Oh, Artie Ball! Drive-through penalty. That is going to drop him all the way down into 13th place at the very least, roughly. 12th or 13th. Into the pits they come. And, mate, nah. That is just killing the race. Moment by moment. First to drive through and now has a 10-second time penalty. That's like 30 seconds. Plus obstacles has been added to their... Oh, that is unfortunate there. Young and Robbo battling out. Young opting to jump in on the medium compound tyres. So now Sean 21 laps on them medium compound tyres, and they have got to be gone almost. Looking at the gap, 11 seconds to Nobby Bootneck. To Karts. Karts has actually closed that gap in on Nobby Bootneck quite considerably. Joe putting in the fastest lap, 117.112. Look at the fastest laps right now. Karts is actually not managing to put in the fastest lap compared to Nobby. But we'll see how things are going to stand, whether that's going to stand that way or not. We'll soon see. Sean staying out yet again in that Formula E Haas. Brewdog not getting close enough to Murph to go for that position yet. We've got Wes Slinky into the pits. Robbo flying past that Mercedes of Scotty, and so's Young trying to throw up the inside there on them fresh mediums against the older soft compound, the older mediums. And Young giving the squeeze there to Scotty, and now moves up into that 9th position. Next on the list is going to be Robbo up ahead on them 5-lap-old soft compound tyres. Which tyres are going to be the better ones right now? Is it going to be the soft's going to be starting to fall off, or they're still going to be good and strong? Looking on it right now, Young still improving and getting quicker and quicker there as we're going through the middle sector. So we could see that Young has still got some pace. So Robbo has not got the pace, in soft compound tyres compared to the fresher mediums. Yellow flag in sector 2, is that Soph? Yep, that is Soph. No, that's Joe. Joe, and that was at turn 7 there. Was it turn 7? Yep, turn 7. Ended up going into the wall there. Interesting. Young now gaining on Robbo, has got within half a second almost, and is looking on at this 8th place just ahead of them. Sean MC has got a still make a pit stop. I think he's the only driver still yet to pit. Yep, currently sitting out in the first place, and that gap was closed in the past couple of laps by about half a second each lap between Nobby and Sean. And of course, Nobby has Karts to worry about right behind them, which is coming flying past with that DRS and up into 2nd place. 16-lap-old mediums not being the ideal tyre to be on compared to them 8-lap-old mediums, half the age of the Mercedes tyres. Young not managing to get past Robbo just yet. Seems that Robbo's still got some good grip left in them tyres, just enough to hold that gap. Is Young going to get this 8th position on Robbo, or is Robbo going to be able to hold off? We're on lap 25 now. Young taking a wide line there on the exit of turn 9, getting too much on the curb around 10. That's definitely going to hamper the chances of getting that position. Does use the DRS though to gain and to close that gap, and now I think this is going to be the optimum moment for going for it. Sean MC finally comes into the pits onto a set of softs now. Mediums for about 25 laps here. Comes in on lap 26 to get a change. Young though going for the move on the RB. Moves up into 7th place now. Nicely does it. Sean MC falling all the way down to, where the hell is he? 6th there. So nicely does it from them. Looking on at the position changes right now, they've started where they finished. Looking on right now, who is that that's down there? I don't think it was Dr. Braden there, struggling a bit, eh? And yep, lost a lot of time there to the car ahead. You see him now, they've got Percival just behind them, Tenor into the pits, and coming off the medium tyres, that is unusual. Softs, hards. Oh, front wing. Ah, that's unfortunate. So, bearing in mind right now, folks, RD has got a 10-second time penalty. And 3 seconds for Dr. Braden and Joe. So, that's how things stand right now. We'll get the tyre graphics up. RD on them 17 lap old hard compound tyres. He's got Murph just up ahead of him. Murph could just let that Williams go. But we'll see if they will let that that Williams go, of course. They do have a 10-second time penalty, but of course, I think you could, I think you'll be able to appeal that. We'll see if anything does come of it. Of course, it was speeding in the pit lane infringement, so not much can be done there. But now he's going for the move. He has to build up that 10-second gap, if anything. But he's going to have to be pulling away at least a second and a bit per lap. As we've only got 10 laps left. Well, now on to lap 28, 8 laps left now. So, not much time to get it done. And of course, if we're seeing yellow flags such as that for... Who was that? It was for Tenor, who's a lap down, unfortunately. Coming around turn 14 there, and not facing the ideal direction. RB still close to the back of that RB, but it looks like the RB is going to end up having the DRS also due to the silver, and it looks like, wait a second, why didn't RD activate his DRS? And this just looks like a whole kerfuffle there with Murph getting a little bit out of shape there, it seems, from the silver of CJ Drama, who's a lap down. So Nobby Bootnick still doing quite nicely on them medium compound tyres. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 there. I think that was a McLaren there of Joe for some reason, or the hassle with Slinky. I think it was Joe though, because he's fell quite a way back there off of with Slinky. Murph now getting past Sean MC here, but Sean MC's coming fighting back here. Unfortunately, not got the DRS, not got the combustion power, it seems. It is just sounding like a battery-powered RC car right now, unfortunately, which is, I still do find really odd. Joe is out. Joe is retired from the Grand Prix. In the pit lane they come. That's a bit unfortunate there. Looking on right now though, and Sean MC's throwing it up the inside of Murph. Is Murph going to get the switch back here? He's not going to be able to carry that momentum around. So he slots in behind into 5th place for now. He's not got too much to worry about in terms of the Williams just behind, as they do have a penalty, but Young just behind that on them fresh mediums. is certainly a driver to be worrying about. Still real close, the three of them here. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. That was unusual, I didn't see what was on there. But looking on right now, the Williams of RD could finally get past Murph here, as Murph has lost a lot of time to Sean now. Banging wheels there between the Williams and the RB, and the RB now has to yield the position, but has got an advantage of being one with no penalties right now. So Murph looking at a top 5 finish as things stand, but Young is right behind them. Less than half a second separate them. Is this going to be Young's battle here to win or lose here? We're just going to have to wait and find out. Cart's currently sitting in the lead with Nobby Bootneck just following suit right behind on them old mediums, and they're quite a way older than all the hard tyres on the grid at the moment. Been on them since lap 8 now, as we're about to go into lap 32, and he's staying out on them tyres right now. And he's using that DRS, using that hot lap to try and close that gap and try and keep as close as possible to that Aston Martin and keep the power down the straights. Murph and RD there swapping places, and it looks like the Young is going up the inside also. Is he going to manage to carry that momentum through? He's not going to be chickening out here. He's going to take that inside line to make contact there around turn 3 to go. And the switchback for Young there, absolutely brilliant. Moves up into 6th position. And now this has allowed Murph to start pulling away, get some clean air. And can he catch up to the back of Sean? Oh, straddling that inside curb. You don't want to be doing that, especially going around at them high speeds, and that will definitely unsettle the car. On at the leader, Nobby Bootneck still keeping close up to the back of Karts here, just hoping that Karts possibly makes an error. Looking on from Young here, you see RD moving to the outside, to the right hand side, takes that inside line. Is Young going to be able to get anything? Nope, he has to hold off and move into 7th. Brewdog and Robbo swapping places also for that 8th position, just behind that. Has Dr. Braden got anything on with Slinky here? I don't think so, judging by that driving there as we're coming around turn 12. We'll move further up right now and watch this battle here for 5th position as Murph and Young and RD are all battling it out. RD has lost even more time and could possibly drop out of the top 10 in the next few moments. We've got Soph there on the outside in that Ferrari, a lap down, and doesn't look like she's went and got the DRS. Oh, braking on the curb, on the grass there. Young makes contact with the back of Murph and now loses that position. Fortunately enough, has got no damage to that Red Bull. Fortunately, after taking a couple of huge knocks there on that front wing, which would have definitely broken that front wing if there was increased damage on. but managing to walk away with that, fortunately enough for them. Sean MC is now on the tail of Full Send Dave. Is he going to manage to get this overtake here, or is he going to wait for turn one? He's using the overtake button now and is going to send it on the inside of Dave. Is Dave going to be able to take that outside line and come back at him? He's going to have the inside line going into turn 13, and there you go, he steals that back. But hold on a minute, Sean MC is going to be having that DRS here, and he's already gaining as they were going around turn 14 using that battery. DRS is wide open. No, it's not. Who got DRS there? Did anyone get DRS? That was unusual. Typical F1, typical EA, sorry. This game is just highly unusual. Sean MC though, right on the tail of Full Send Dave still. Nobby Bootneck still doing a good job of keeping carts ahead of them, especially being on them 26 lap old medium compound tyres. And we're on the penultimate lap now. We've only got one more revolution of this track to go. Can Nobby Bootneck make a lunge for the lead of this Grand Prix on the final lap? He's getting closer and closer. This is going to be the moment that can define this driver's whole race. Coming around turn 13 and 14, he's going to want a full send it here, and Karts knows that this is going to be coming and knows that that Mercedes is going to be on the attack here. Holding off, not managing to get close enough just yet, and having to yield for now, not getting the best of launch with it being on them 27 lap old mediums. Sean MC and Full Send Dave battling it out down the start finish straight, and Full Send Dave is the one who walks out on top in third place right now. Is Sean MC going to be able to come back at him right now? So our attention is going to be diverted to first and second places. Nobby Bootneck on them older medium tyres. Is he going to be able to pull one out of the hat, or is he going to be able to... Oh, Young into the wall, turn 3. Not very good, especially on that final lap. But is Nobby Bootneck going to be able to come back at this Aston Martin and go for the move? This is going to be 1-2. Remember, if he does manage to get this position right in the closing moments, so around turn 12 there, we've only got 2 more corners to go. He's going to have to put everything he's got into this little run to the line after Karts has actually run out of fuel. Has he got enough to get him across the line? Yep, he does, and he takes the win. Karts getting that win with Nobby Bootneck on 20 lap old mediums. It's a drag race to the line between Full Send Dave and Sean. Less than a tenth of a second between them. That was incredible. CJ Drama coming into the pits to finish the race. We're seeing a big change off with drivers there. So Brewdog getting 6th, 7th for RD. Robbo comes home in 8th, 9th for Scotty. Young in 10th. We're just waiting for Piley to come around. Watch this battle right now with Slinky and Percival while all this is going on. Sitting right close to each other, unfortunately. We know that Slinky is going to be the one to finish further down. I'm going to be finishing in 13th place. So if I haven't, folks, just waiting on Dr. Braden now, and then that is going to be us. And there you have it, folks. That is the end of round 2 here in Red Arrows Racing. So Karts managing to do an excellent race there to walk away with the victory here. Seen a few drivers unfortunately make a good few errors here tonight, but all in all, still a great race, and not one safety car came out. We did see a couple of VSCs in that, but still very, very good, clean driving from everyone. Karts getting that win there with Nobby Bootneck in 2nd, and Full Send Dave just managing to clinch that 3rd place. If that start-finish line was 100 metres later, I think that would have been a different outcome there for 3rd place. I think Sean may have got that sitting 98 thousandths of a second back. Just narrowly misses out on that third position. Murph, though, from 7th up to 5th, nicely done. Brewdog in 6th. RD, unfortunate in the end there, getting a drive-through, then a 10-second penalty while trying to serve that drive-through. Very unfortunate for them, and they could have went on to win the race here tonight, but yeah, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Robbo in 8th, 9th for Scotty. Then we've got Young in 10th, Piley, Percival, Wisslinky in 13th, 14th for Dr. Berry and Soph in 15th, 16th for Tenor, and CJ Drama in 17th. Then we've got Joe Liamesque and esteemed Swede, all who did not finish the Grand Prix. So for next week, we're going to be going to Hungary for round 3. So that is definitely going to be one for you guys to enjoy. Tomorrow I will be live again at 8 p.m. and that's going to be for Rise Racing League. So that's going to be with in Australia. So that's going to be an interesting one. So join if you enjoy the content. Join back in and tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time, and you'll be able to get some more commentary from there. And I'll be live again on Thursday and Saturday again later on this week, all around the same time of 8 p.m. UK time. So until then, take care and peace out.